Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Kaffie.
Hi, everyone. My name is Angel.
All right. So today we will be talking about heart. Okay. I know it's like not like our usual topic, but because we will be talking about specifically Art Basel.
Yes.
And Angel will be like literally, diving into this. But just like, well, for me, heart is like a form, it's like a force human to listen. For me, heart force like humans to look beyond that which is necessary to survive, and lead people to create for the sake of expression and meaning. Also, art can be a form of to communicate information, to shape our everyday lives, and make a social statement, and to enjoy the artistic beauty. That's just like that's what like my definition of art, like,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I know like my girl here, she was like literally living the life.
Yes.
And she was in the Art Basel this weekend. Can you like tell us more? What was the experience like? I mean, I can tell it was a bomb AF. I loved it.
It was.
Like, yeah,
It was.
what was the experience?
So I'll start and I'll do some like Art Basel like 101 stuff too, but
yeah, for all newbies.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, like, because I live in Miami, this is something that we look forward to all year, like Art Basel weekend. It's just super famous. And of course, this is when our city, people come from all over the world to see art. And you have a lot of, famous artists who come, and these are a lot of famous creators. So it can be anyone from like Cardi B to like artists who are showcasing their artwork at the Art Basel Convention Center. And so really what Art Basel is and what it does is it just connects leading artists in galleries across the country and even across the continents, because Art Basel Miami is one of their art shows that they host throughout the year. But they also showcase in their hometown where they were established in Basel,
Switzerland. In Switzerland.
In Switzerland.
Yeah, you say like, girl, yeah. I'm informed.
You know, a little something. Yeah. And they also do a showcase in Hong Kong as well. So yeah, they hit, they try to hit across 3 continents. And bring people together in the art world, such as private collectors, museum directors, curators, art advisors, and just internationally known artists. And then they also bring together like people like me and just people who want to go out and experience and learn more, who are new to the space but don't know much.
Right. Well, like me.
Yeah. So this is kind of like my 3rd or 4th year going to Art Basel. And I think it's really cool because I've seen it evolve from pre-COVID to now kind of during COVID. Last year, I would say it was a lot of virtual events, but not a lot happened because of COVID. And then this year, just to see everyone come out, and like, you can definitely tell people are like so over COVID and they just were here to have fun. It was
Yeah,
back to,
I feel that.
mhm. It was back to like pre-COVID times, I would say, in terms of like people going out and having fun. But something that I love about just having all of these creative people come to Miami is like seeing like the way they dress, like they're dressed like, for me, I think if it weren't Art Basel, I would be like, okay, what is this person wearing? But like, because it is Art Basel, and you know, these are
Right.
people who are like probably who go to New York Fashion Week and whatever else, like you could just tell like everyone is just so creative. And
Impressive, right.
yeah, and that's what makes art beautiful. Like you said, like it goes beyond, you know, what we see on the outside, and it is just really a feeling, a connection, an
Right.
expression of who we are.
Right.
And so even when I go out during this time, I try to dress a little more edgier and like take more risks than I would on an everyday basis, because
Yeah.
I feel like I can fully express myself and just not be judged by really anyone during this weekend. So Art Basel used to be the first weekend in December, but they extended it. And so now it starts on Thursday, the first Thursday in December through the weekend. So
Right.
that's been pretty cool.
That's
Um,
pretty amazing.
yeah, and then I wanted to just share so that you can kind of see. Oh, so maybe well, I want to share like, what do you do, right? Like what kind of happens? So there is usually Art Basel is hosted at a convention center. So at the convention center.
Oh wait, because I keep saying like Art Basel, and then
Mhm.
like to you, you're like, oh, it's at Basel. So
Yeah,
okay, right.
it's
Get it
that.
right, girl.
Yeah, Basel. Um, I'm sure a lot of people say Art Basel, but like then people who are like snobby, they would be like, oh my gosh, you have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
like you say right. Okay, well, excuse you.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, so what you do basically, the at the convention center, that is where a majority of the art, I would say, is. But there's
Mhm.
other galleries like the Margulies collection, which is in Linwood, and then you can go to like Scope on
Mhm.
Miami Beach. That is another gallery that they bring artists. But I would say those are kind of like the major ones. But what people really do is there's a lot of events are just surrounding everything else that's going on. So you have a lot of smaller galleries, you have just like a lot of parties that are happening. Even at Scope, you know, this year they brought in a DJ on Friday night, and they were partying there after viewing the art had ended, the showing times. So that's really it. And people are just out. And like on Friday as well, there were a couple of parties. So, you know, performers come like at 11, the Migos were performing. And then also just other artists performed during this time. I'm going to share my screen so I can share some of the most memorable moments. All right, let me go here. I won't be sharing my screen. I thought that's so
But it's
sad.
okay. Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so we can like do it from the photos that you send me. Is it the same thing that you wanted to share?
Yeah, it's the same thing. So
Right, okay.
on Tuesday, November 30th, there was a tribute to Virgil. And he basically wanted to
Yeah,
do,
well,
yeah, at the Louis Vuitton photo or fashion
white,
show.
right.
Yeah, so that happened on Tuesday. That was kind of like the start to the weekend. And you had some like just you
Yeah, I
know,
can Yeah.
You can see like everyone, how they were dressing, and just like
Yeah.
so awesome and free. Something that also was very prominent, I would say, at this year's Art Basel was tech was super huge. Tech here in Miami is super huge, and this was seen here in Miami this year. I would say more so than any other years, if at all. This year, it was the first time that there was an NFT Basel held. I luckily was able to go to it. It was amazing, fantastic, great for networking, super educational, and it was just great because NFTs are all about the community. And so you have like the Bored Apes, if you see here, the one with the, oh my gosh,
Oh
the
my
Bored
God.
Ape.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
So this is super
Rolling
huge.
Stone.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Rolling Stones. And so Bored Apes, a lot of events that were hosted, if you didn't have like a Bored Ape or some NFTs, then you couldn't go to the event. It was for people who only had NFTs. So Bored Apes, I mean, people have paid up until like $220,000 for one Bored Ape. So it's very exclusive, and
Wow.
yeah.
One question is it like really expensive to get into Art Basel?
It's very expensive. To go to the convention center, a ticket could start at $500. All the art shows start at like $500. Again, if they require that you hold a specific NFT, that could start anywhere. I mean, it depends really on the list, but from what I've heard, there are people who at this one event, they had to buy one like an NFT, and it was at $250. But that's, I would say, I think on the lower end of things.
Okay, well, that's reasonable.
Yeah, there was this one event that I went to, and they were requiring that you buy 5 of their like tokens. So each token was $100. Each token was $100, so it was going to be like $500 to go to that. So I would say
why do you have to get 5?
because that's what they required. Like the founder,
Okay.
yeah, they were like, you have to do that. You have to buy that. So that it can be expensive depending on what you do. And yes, the Ubers this weekend were insane. I paid for one Uber $50, like to go 20 minutes away. Like it was
Why?
the Uber,
Why?
because there's a lot of people and not enough Ubers to get people around. So the prices,
and there is no parking, so you can drive yourself.
well, a lot of people are drinking, so they just Uber, and the parking, it depends. You can find, but sometimes, like if you go to Space Park, you won't really find parking in that area. It's just better to Uber because some neighborhoods, the parking is like iffy. I also want to say there was a Playboy party that I thought was really cool.
Yes, I know, and I was seeing Cardi B's party.
Yes.
Hey, I love Cardi B.
Yeah. So
I saw it.
So you saw Cardi B, she was named the new creative director for Playboy Bunny. And I thought that was so incredible because
pretty impressive, right?
Yes. And just like her whole like reason behind that of like making sure that everyone is like feels comfortable with their sexuality and like expressing that no matter who you are, what gender you have. Like I think this is really incredible.
I am so proud of Cardi B. She has, she just came a long way.
Yeah.
And she's just, thriving and just, doing her thing. She's just,
and she's herself.
She didn't let her past define her. She's just like, busting it up, and that is just amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, one last thing before we head on over and maybe talk about some artists and
Yeah,
some Black digital artists and artists that we love.
right.
I sent you this picture of a banana with a piece of duct tape on it.
Yes, I know, right? I was like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So art and the power of art is just like, if there's a community that supports this artist, that's really what makes it like so valuable. And so there, back in 2019 at Art Basel, there was this banana duct tape to just a white canvas. And I think it sold for $120,000. This.
Okay, that is just amazing. Just for a tape and the banana. Like, okay,
exactly.
What is the meaning behind this? Like, what?
Yeah, that's
started this.
That's the thing, is that if there are people that believe in your artwork, they're gonna buy it. You know what I mean? Like this, there was no meaning. This was just someone created, this work of art, and someone found that to be valuable. Imagine a banana that is gonna go bad in like 2-3 days because it's a real banana.
That was my thought right now. I was like, but it's gonna go bad, like,
yeah.
So I still don't get it, but okay.
But I think it's the prestige or the title of saying like, I bought this, like I own this, I bought this, like this made history, this made, headlines. Everyone was talking about this banana.
Wow.
And so I want to just remind people that if you are a creator and you're creating, do that, because someone is going to find value in that. And this happened in 2019. So I saw a meme that was talking about how in 2019, this was making headlines. And then now in 2021, NFTs are really the big headline. Like they're so hot. Everyone is talking about NFTs in the metaverse. And I think that's so powerful. Even I downloaded a crypto wallet or a wallet, and because it's not just for crypto, which is different, it's for NFTs. I downloaded my wallet, and I'm learning more. Like I joined some newbie Discord channels and Facebook channels. So, I'm a lifelong learner, and I'm now going to be learning about NFTs.
Yes. I mean, that's what this is like, if you believe in yourself, just keep working, put in the work, and eventually other people will also, see that vision, and they will also, believe in you. So, keep going. One thing I want to ask, like, what is the purpose of art to you? Like, what is the purpose of art? Like,
I think the purpose of art is definitely a form of expression. Sometimes you might not have the words, but you may have a vision. And so,
right.
When my favorite subject always in school growing up was art class. I remember in 6th grade, like I happened to live in a really good county for art. And so they really put a lot of emphasis in that. So in elementary school, we would do like clay stuff. We would make things out of clay. We would make like paper mache masks. We would make there was no like ceiling on what we would create. Every day it was something different. And in 6th grade, I took art again, because every year I was taking art. I loved art. My teacher, she would just put on music, and she would say, close your eyes. I'm going to play a song for 3 minutes. And I just want you to draw whatever comes to your mind on the paper. Close your eyes, listen to the music, and just draw. And I've always loved art because of that. I'm always like coloring and just like, for me, I think it's just a form of therapy, a form of expression, a form of
Right.
like freedom, just being free and letting your creativity flow without judgment. And
Oh,
I
right.
love art because of that.
That's really great. I mean, for me, art is just like a language, you know.
Mhm.
Art is a form of expression, as you said, and it's also like a message. It could be a message, or it could be a symbolic, or even like a religion,
Yeah.
religious, historical, or even political um, statement. But the purpose of art is not, is not simply to communicate a message, but more so importantly to it's the emotional response to move us
Mhm.
in some ways.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like what the purpose of art to me. Like when I
Yeah,
think about art, that's just like, you know,
for sure.
the that kind
I
of
I
the
definitely
broadest
think,
sense.
yeah,
Right. It's like a form of communication. It means like whatever the artist intends it to mean. It's like whatever you want it to
yeah,
mean, that's the intention behind that. And the meaning is is the shape by the material that you are using, the technique, even the form. It makes us, the use of whatever tools. It could be pencil or
yeah,
clay or even whatever. It's just like the intention behind what
yeah.
you're doing. So art is a act of expression, expressing your feelings, thoughts, and observations.
I agree. And I
Right.
definitely think emotion is a big part of that. Like I love that you, put emphasis on emotion because I think that's something that is definitely seen in art, whether it's music or a like a photo that someone takes. Like
Right.
you can kind of see the emotion, and I think that's what makes art really great
Mm-hmm.
because you're seeing it from the perspective of the artist and like,
Yeah, you could tell, what, like if, for example, music, for example, is a form of art, and like you could just tell what that person is feeling at that time that they are making this music. And that way you also can feel that,
yeah,
that
for
feeling.
sure.
So it
Well,
is really powerful.
that I saw on Wednesday, I went and I saw Erica Badu and Azalea Banks. I went to, this concert. It was an intimate event of about like 300 people. And for me, whenever I go to something like that, I just leave very inspired because like Erica Badu, she wasn't performing her music, but she was doing like a DJ. She was DJing, and seeing her like in her element of like creating and like just putting on like,
Creating, yeah,
yeah, like that was just so inspiring. Like the
giving
energy
you
was
the shows
incredible.
that kind of like lifting your spirit, like inspiring you.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And she said it too. She was like, you know what? If you're a creator, like don't stop creating because imagine if I didn't create, like, we wouldn't be here right now. Maybe
Yeah,
we would be here, but with someone else. But it's kind of
yeah.
like,
Like if she wasn't creating, like then like what would she be doing?
exactly.
Like think
And she's
about that.
inspired like some of the greatest artists. She's been an inspiration to them. So we just have to,
I love
create
it.
if that's in our genes.
Well, I would love to see her, but I love her.
Mm, absolutely. Me too. Oh my gosh, I love her too. Um, so there are a few artists. It sucks I can't share my screen so that I can like
Oh, why?
show because I had this already on my Instagram, but I just want to share some of my favorite artists. Uh, I'm gonna send this to you now on Instagram, just so you can look at the profile while I'm, sharing it with you. But Lacey Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
she is someone I've been following at least for the past like 3 years. And she
Mm-hmm.
is just like such a creative, and she's worked on a lot of cool projects more recently with Nike and Shea Moisture, but her art is just so beautiful. She even did a cover for Ben and Jerry's, where she created the outside cover work. Like, her art is just so beautiful. And I think also she's a Black creator, right? So she does this for Black people, and I just think she's so inspirational, and I love her work, and I just love everything about her. I think she's just so inspirational.
Mm-hmm. That's
Um,
amazing.
yeah, and then I want to share with you. Okay, you don't follow her, but I'm gonna share this profile so you can see. I'm obsessed. I want to learn how to create art like this. But this is
Let me see.
my next artist is Destiny Darcel. And
Oh my God,
she,
yes. I have seen her stuff and it is absolutely amazing, especially for people of color.
yes, yes. And it's just like stylish, like just so beautiful, honestly. Like, I want to get some of this of her artwork and just hang it up like in my house everywhere, because
They're beautiful.
yeah, seriously, like I love, love, love her work. Like, I just think it's so beautiful, like so beautiful. um and I wish, like, this is how Black women were seen in society, because like this is how we are in real life, but people just love, depicting us in another way. So I really hope that at
Right.
some point we see her art somewhere, because I just think it's so beautiful. She even has
Right.
a bonnet here, a bonnet with her art on the bonnet. Like, I think that's like
Uh,
awesome.
yeah,
No more
that is.
cheetah print. Like, I gotta get
Oh,
me
and
a
I think
bonnet.
she did one with, I think, I don't know, maybe this is like Winnie Allo inspired heart. Like, I don't know if you can see
Oh
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, it
It
is so
looks like it.
beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It has to be.
Yeah.
Um, okay,
Okay, so
I'll let you, yeah, some
yeah,
artists
what
that you
one of
like.
my favorite artists, it is let me see. Well, his name is Lao Lu. I don't know if
Paolo. Okay.
you know him, but he's like really famous. Like he did well, he has worked with Alicia Keys, the Peter, and he actually worked with well, he featured in Beyonce 2016 Grammy winning award.
Wow.
And I just love his heart. Like, if like I would let anybody like paint my body, that would be him. He's like just
Oh,
amazing, right? Like,
wow.
and he's actually Nigerian, so I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
he's just amazing. You should like follow him. You will love.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've seen his heart like everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I see here on his highlights that he did a partnership with Starbucks, which, I love me some
Yeah.
Starbucks. Like, this is really awesome. I definitely, I've seen his art. It's just I was never following him. So now I am. Um, I see
No,
he did
he's
my girl
amazing.
Serena, and I love her. This is not
Yes,
working out
it
for
is
me.
Serena, I know, right?
So
And yeah, he's just, oh,
yeah.
it's just amazing, honestly. Oh, and it had like this photo with Wakanda Forever. What is his name
Oh,
again?
Chadwick.
Uh, Chat, yes.
Chadwick Boseman. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm sad. Okay. Okay, carry on.
Um,
But yeah, you guys should follow him. Like he's just amazing, honestly.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
he is amazing. So, for me,
Mm-hmm.
I think that is all. Um, but I do have some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
Are you
Should I
ready?
be scared?
Did you
Okay,
want to
no.
say anything else about art or um
I mean, like that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, one thing that I would say, like, especially like for kids, like let them use like when kids are like developing,
yeah,
early stage and they're trying to express themselves, I would say like let them like use their own words, like don't put your own expression into them, let them like express themselves, instead of like saying like, oh, what is it, just try to tell them like, oh, tell me about your hard work, for example. Let them explain what it is that they're doing. It's
yeah,
like, kids are like really tricky,
yeah,
um and stuff like that, just, I mean, I love her. I mean, I wish like I'm like more athletic and but I am not. I have like
yeah,
zero bonus in me. But I really do respect all artists, and they're amazing, they're creative.
yeah,
They're even like their ability to imagine stuff behind like, I mean, I'm pretty sure before they do something, they would imagine what it is. Some of them don't even imagine stuff. They just like, go with the flow.
yeah,
And then like the end results would just be wow. It would
yeah,
just be amazing. So yeah.
absolutely. I think like thinking about back because I love art a lot. There was one uh like teacher that I had when I was in elementary school, and
Mm-hmm.
she was like a substitute though. Like I can't remember if she was someone's like parent that came in to help. I can't remember, but we were working on something, a project, and I was like, oh, like I think we should put some more white, and like I want it to look good. I was in like third or fourth grade. And then like I just
Right.
remember her encouraging me, and she's like, no, you never know. One day you may be an artist. Like she told me that. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, I think it's so just like she knew that could be a possibility for me. I'm not saying I'm going to be an artist, but like she, like you said, she didn't limit
That
me.
just encouragement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't limit
Because
me and
like,
say you could never do that. She was like, you may be one day.
right. Right. Because I mean, for me, like when kids, are trying to be, to bring up their creative creation to you, with a smile, like, oh my God, I did it. It's important, to them to their work in their own words. Maybe, a child, create a piece of art inspired by a feeling, for
Yeah.
example, or, an imaginary world, or even simply just had a fun playing with a hot material. No matter, what they made, the best way to encourage their creativity and imagination is to allow them to, the chance to describe their own work in their own word
Absolutely.
words. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
yeah, just encouraging them, because some people are just eager or easy to just brush them aside, like, oh, and that could affect a kid like on the long run, not even right now,
Yeah.
just like them growing
In
up, they
general.
can look
Yeah.
back into that moment and be like, oh my God, maybe that would define how they would approach stuff in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Because we remember that stuff, it's like, how do I remember that this random lady one day,
Exactly, right.
We
it
remember
just
that.
kind of
Yeah.
like a tattoo in your brain. It's just stuck there. It won't go away.
I agree. Art is awesome. So, all right, I have some questions here for you. So, are you ready? Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Should I be ready? But okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
So,
ready.
art or tech?
Okay. I would say tech. I mean, like as I've said, like I can't even draw for the life of me. I can't. So definitely tech.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay, I'm not even gonna think about it. Tech.
Yeah, just pick. No thinking. No thinking.
You're rubbing off on me. That's what it is.
Right? So this one was difficult, but I was like, I'm just gonna put this in here. Crypto, like which one would you want to learn more about? Crypto, like currencies, or NFTs?
I've been learning about cryptocurrency. I'm not gonna lie, and it's really intriguing. I'm like, but I would love to learn more about NFC, to be honest, just to educate yourself, just not to be like, clueless, you don't know anything. But definitely I would say cryptocurrency.
Oh, crypto. Okay. So crypto. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you had to choose one city for your next trip, would it be Miami, Hong Kong, or Basel?
Are you kidding me? Why do you have to do me like that? I love, like, like my next trip definitely would be Miami for sure.
Yes.
Okay. For definitely, because like we're gonna be getting away from this
Yes,
cold
sure.
weather.
Yeah.
I can't deal.
And then if you had to go to Art Basel, which city would you choose? Miami, Hong Kong, or Basel?
Well, I love Hong Kong. I would definitely go to Hong Kong.
Yeah. Take me
Definitely.
with you.
Just like, yeah, definitely Hong Kong. I would choose Hong Kong. Yes. Period.
And then would you, because these are two events I told you that happened, would you have rather have gone to the Playboy party with Cardi B or see the Migos perform at 11? Which is 11 is a 24-hour club here in Miami.
Right. Okay, I would take Cardi B with the Playboy Mansion, baby.
Yeah, right.
I would take Cardi B. Okay, we'll be partying with Cardi B.
Yeah.
And with her whip shot. Did you see her taking those whip shots?
Yes.
I would love to take that with her.
Yes, same. I love her. Me and her are almost birthday twins. Our birthdays,
yeah, I know,
are one day apart the same year.
I know, right? I'm like, yeah. Now, like,
yeah,
Cardi B gotta meet you. She has to meet her almost birthday twin.
And then I've had a lot of these this past week, so I want to know, for you, what is the best breakfast after a long night?
Oh,
Like you go out, you come home at 6, 7 in the morning. What are you eating the next day for breakfast or lunch or dinner? Because you might wake up late.
You might wake up like at brunch time and like just want to hammer everything. Oh my God. Like, I mean, I do love a good British breakfast, English breakfast.
Really?
Yes. Like, I love everything about the English breakfast, but maybe you can like, maybe if I would, someone will put me on to the American breakfast.
I'm gonna put you on this Cuban breakfast, and you are gonna try this Cuban breakfast. It's just pastries, croquetas, Okay, you don't like coffee, so we can skip the coffee, but fresh
skip
orange
the
juice.
coffee. Maybe to just top the hangover, we just have some more short mimosa.
Mimosa, exactly. They also do like this Cuban bread with butter, like a toast.
Ugh, I love good toast.
Yeah. So good.
Girl, don't make me hungry. Like now I'm like, what time is it?
I know.
Food time.
I know. I'm ready because so like everyone doesn't know this, but our next episode, we're most likely gonna shoot it in Greece together. So
yeah, I'll be like side by side.
Which will be
Hey.
next week. And yeah, I'm so excited because we'll have breakfast together on Saturday.
Me
For
too. I'm so
sure.
excited for sure. We'll be like living the
La
Greek.
vida loca. I always say that, living la vida loca.
Definitely. Oh my God. I'm so looking forward to seeing you, honestly. It's gonna be a good Christmas. It's gonna be a good New Year's because I'm gonna have my bestie right next to me.
Yes.
It's gonna be amazing.
Awesome.
And is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. You say, guys, it's like the time just fly by and we don't even know because we're having fun with y'all. And we're just grateful for you guys for just always kicking it with us, always hanging out with us. And yeah, next week you're gonna be seeing us side by side. Okay. It'll be amazing. And guys, if you've not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Be sure to hit that subscription button and just subscribe. Follow us on Spotify, follow us on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. What am I saying? Follow us on Google Play. And until next week, stay full of love and light, and we love y'all. And we'll catch you all next week. And peace out.
See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.